What up, YouTube? Broke Farmer back for another video on this wonderful Monday afternoon on Broke Farmer After Dark. Um, I like to start all my lives off with something that was inspirational to me or felt it was a good word. I heard it or something to that effect. You are only as strong as your weakest friend.
Hmm.
You are only as strong as your weakest friend. When it comes to gardening, the weakest gardener you know, you are only strong as your weakest gardener. Let's put it that way. If it's something you got a question about, you want to ask another gardener, but all your gardener friends are not that good, you don't have anything to bounce ideas off. You are only as strong as your weakest friends. Watch the people you keep around you. I'm gonna say that really slow. Watch the people you let around you, because if I'm a drug addict and I hang around Calvin all the time, Calvin is a drug addict to people. You might not believe this, but if me and Calvin are friends, my bad vices become Calvin's bad vices. So I say that to say, be very careful who you have around. But first off, can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Now, whoever feels like sharing this video out, cool, no big whoop. If you don't feel like sharing it out, no big whoop. We're gonna have fun, whether it's three people or just me, Calvin, and my special guest that I got down in the basement. Now, it's a lot of wonderful gardeners in our gardening community, but wouldn't it be nice if you can garden in different area codes through different people? It's one thing for me to garden in Georgia. It's one thing for Calvin to garden in Texas. But wouldn't it be nice to know what people garden in other countries? We're gonna explore that with the special guest I got down here. Special guest, I'm gonna speak to everybody and I'm bring you up. Is that good? Yeah. Okay. I didn't know you saw me. All right. Lynette Lawrence, the first person in here in the building. Welcome in, Lynette Lawrence. Lovely to have you in here tonight. Hooger Homestead in the building. It's not pronounced hygiene. It's Hooger Homestead in the building. TX Lala in the building. Broke Farm So Good Garden in chat. Hooger Homestead, Lynette Lawrence. Teaser in the building. What's up, Teaser? Glad to have you in here. It's always a great Monday when you're in here hanging with us, Teaser. God's desire for me in the building. Glad to have you in here. Salon Diva Home and Garden in the building. Glad to have you in here. Lori Sanford in the building. Glad to have you in here, Lori. Lori, I ain't seen you in a little while. Glad to have you back in here. The Experience with Sassy in the building. Glad to have you in here. Say hello, Broke Farmer Calvin. Happy Monday. In a minute, y'all will get to speak to the very special guest we got tonight. Mary Ellen Sunflower Girl in the building. Mary Ellen said, hi, bro. Say hello to you on a video today. All right. I got it. Which video? Mary Ellen, I'll be over. You know I'll be over there to see what it is. I don't miss none of your videos. Mary Grow With Me 1964 in the building. Hello and blessings, Broke Farmer, So Good Gardening. Everyone in the chat. She is Sunshine in the building. Glad to have you here, Sunshine. And I saw somebody else. Who? CC's Texas Garden in the building. What's up, CC? Country of Hustle 101 in the building. JC in the building. IV Organic is in the building. I think this is Mr. Malik. Glad to have you in here. And if y'all don't know, Ivy Organics is what I put on my trees in the last video I did. It is some wonderful stuff. Hopefully I have a code for y'all that I can put in my description where y'all can get a discount off the awesome product that Ivy Organic has and all the other great products they have over there. So hopefully coming up in the future, we'll have some deals that we can get from IV Organic. Now look, I can't hold back no more. I'm gonna speak to everybody, but look, Laura's Garden in the building. Glad to have you in here, Laura. I can't hold back, Kevin.
I know it.
I'm gonna bring to you a gardener on the other side of the world that does awesome things and make awesome videos. I am happy to have her on my live so I can introduce to y'all. I'm sorry, it's ambulance going by. They killed my whole build up. But I'm so glad to bring you this awesome gardener so we can actually see people gardening in different area codes. I am strong about taking anything I can get from another gardener. I feel like I'm going on too long. I give to y'all Gemma.
What's up, Gemma?
Hello, everyone.
I need everybody in the chat to get Gemma what's the word for a hearty welcome to the live. And to the moderators, can somebody drop? She changed her name. It's Gem in the Garden. But if you put in Gemma's Allotment, spelled GEMMAALLOTMENT, the new channel should still pop up. All right, I got so many questions. I don't know where to get started at. Let me see. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Brooklyn New in the building. Glad to have you in here, Brooklyn New. Bayou Sugar, a little sugar. Garden in the building. Glad to have you in here, Bayou Sugar. L Wanda A in the building. Glad to have you here, L Wanda. And did I introduce? This is Calvin So Good Gardener. This is the co-host with the most, the fruit tree fanatic, the chef of all chefs. That guy in Texas that's garden so well. I give you So Good Gardener, y'all.
What's up, y'all? What's going on with you?
Rooted in essential oils in the building. K Renee's Garden in the building. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all know who Jim is already, and a 2 if this y'all first time getting to know her. JK, yeah, Calvin, no Jim. JK Garden in the building. Hello, Broke Farmer Calvin, everyone in the chat. I think I'm getting close to the bottom. Jim, I have a hard time keeping up with the chat. I'm getting old. There you go. Everybody's speaking. GC Plumbing in the building. Hi, Jim from England.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jim, now, I think, I don't know why I think everybody in England know each other. I mean, in UK, England.
Right. Straight down the street. I don't know.
Are you familiar with Rambo Green Hands?
I don't know everyone in England at all, but no, it's a very small country compared to obviously where you are. But no, we don't all know each other.
I'm like, yeah, you know Rambo. I know he's from there too. Yeah, if this is y'all first time meeting, sit back. Octavia Martin in the building. Good, glad to have you in here. F. Smith Welch in the building. Country Hustle. Laura knows you. Valerie Williams in the building. Hey, Valerie. Shalita Wells in the building. 2, I'm new to your chat. Love your videos. Thank you. So can everybody, 38 people in here, could y'all tell Shalita Wells, welcome to Gardening After Dark. We are glad and appreciative to have you in here. Now, this is my spiel. I'm gonna get on Calvin. Jim, do y'all mind if I get on my soapbox for a minute?
You gotta do it.
Okay.
All right. So this is our gardening community. I'm not the leader of the gardening community. It's a collection of the greatest gardeners around the world, with that being highlighted by people in a different country being in our community. But we help each other. We send each other seeds. It's 100% positive vibe. 100% positive. Any negativity, we root that out really quick, because this is a fun thing to do, a thing that we love to do. If you got any questions, we don't care about subscriber counts and all that stuff. We don't even care if you got a YouTube channel. If you need gardening advice or have gardening information to give to us, put it in the chat. Welcome, Shalita. Now, David Coy with the crop is also from Texas. He is the chicken feeding, the wood chip gardening, garlic and onion, maybe even watermelon king. I give y'all David Coy with crop, y'all. Welcome in.
What up, David?
You said
Now,
maybe.
well, it's not the first. Valerie Williams in the building. Glad to have you here, Valerie. Now look, I think I got everybody. Oh, they've already dropped your channel. Oh, yeah. Thank you, CC. That is Jim's channel. If y'all want to go check it out. Now look, David Coy has 2 questions for you, but I want to start because this is my main question. Me gardening in Georgia it's a lot of land, it's a lot of free space, a lot of animals. What does allotment mean?
Right.
Because a lot of UK gardeners in England, I get that confused. But a lot of gardeners say allotment. What is an allotment garden?
An allotment is a piece of land that we rent, that we grow vegetables on, fruit and vegetables. So our gardens in the UK are usually very small, or we don't have a garden. Some people don't have a garden, they have a very, very small outside space. So we can rent a piece of land, usually from our local council or our local, some of them are private, they're run by private owners. And you rent a small piece of land and you use that for growing fruit and vegetables. So that is an allotment. And they're very, very well priced. So, for example, my allotment, I rent, and it cost me £40 a year to rent that.
Hold up. Break down in pounds now. We over here with $1 bill. So
Yeah.
It'll probably very similar. It'll be about $40. So
really?
it goes up and down. Some people pay a little bit more, some people pay a little bit less, but it's literally nothing to rent that for the year. And then you get like water. Some people get water on them from a mains. You might get some manure and wood chip and things like that, all free with that price.
What?
Yeah, you get a lot of stuff with that price. So they're usually like a piece of land, and it varies from different sites, but mine's probably got about maybe 50 different plots on one big piece of land, and then I just rent that little space and I grow my fruit and vegetables on that little space.
You know what? That's something that I wish would get a little more popular in America, because for a lot of people who live in apartments, I always hear them say, I can't really grow too much because I live in an apartment. You know what?
That would be brilliant.
I might buy a little land and see, can I start an allotment? It's not a bad idea.
Good. And the community, so I think there's like 50 people like you growing fruit and vegetables on a piece of land. So you get so many ideas, and it's such a good sense of community because you're all there on a piece of land doing exactly the same thing.
You know what? That's awesome too. That's a club and a community all in one. You growing around 49 other like-minded people.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I had
What are some of the,
Go ahead.
I was about to ask, what are some of the things you grow?
So you can grow absolutely anything on allotment. I've got fruit trees. I grow I've got all my summer crops on this. I've got apple trees on mine. I've got 2 apple trees. Some people have got plum trees, and anything you can think of you can grow. But I've got 2 apple trees. I've got a polytunnel, so I've got an undercover growing space that I grow summer crops in, like tomatoes and things like that. And then I've got raised beds outside. I grow asparagus, potatoes, pumpkins, or squash.
What? How big is your allotment?
Yeah,
It's probably quite small. It's probably about maybe 80. I don't know if you do meters. 18 meters by about maybe 25 meters. It's relatively small.
No, I didn't mean to cut you off. You had a enclosure, or what was that you was growing in? I watched one video and you were planting.
that's
A
not
polytunnel.
Yeah.
A polytunnel, yes. So it's like a. Do you have polytunnels?
Yeah. But I thought it was bigger. I don't know why it looked bigger to me.
No, it probably looks bigger on camera, but it's not. It's quite small. So that polytunnel goes pretty much across my plot, and that's it's 10 meters wide by 15 meters long, and the 15 meters pretty much takes up this, the width of my plot. So it's quite. It's actually one of the smallest ones you can get, because they're usually commercial ones, but they do them for allotment plots.
Okay, do you remove the plastic that's on it? Is that removable?
No, you can get them. You can get them that you can take them off, but mine isn't. It's a wooden base. It's got a metal frame, and then that plastic is stretched over it and connected on, and it's dug into the ground. So you don't. It's very strong. It's a really strong structure.
Let me hold that thought. Let me speak to a couple people that came in. Just from that question, I've got at least 4 or 5 more questions. So if y'all don't know, this is Gemma from Jim and the Garden. I keep wanting to say Gemma's allotment.
I know.
I'm just so used to that Jim in the Garden, and this is Gemma. UK,
London. I'm in London, so I'm pretty much in the city. Yeah.
Okay. She is Sunshine. So she is Sunshine. So she loves your accent.
Oh, thank you.
Jay Jack in the building. Glad to have you here, Jay Jack. Is this your first time in here? If it is, let us know. Hands in the dirt in the building.
Thanks.
There's a lot of great gardeners in here. And we adding another one. Crafty Leo in the building. Hey, Crafty Leo.
What's up, Leo?
Like a community garden. But it's more personalized. A community garden, you got to share. Allotment, you don't have to share with nobody.
No.
Right.
G Mama grows hard in the garden. Glad to have you in here. And Valerie Williams said they do that in New York. Okay. Because there's a lot of apartments in New York. Okay. Laura Sanford said we have that in America. I've rented land for my garden. Everybody else knew. I just didn't know. Okay.
I mean, I didn't know. I know they do it in New York, but I didn't know about just all over the place.
Kick it with Alvin in the building. Hey, Alvin, glad to have you in here. She is Sunshine says the greed of America refuses to have a lot of land for gardening. You would be shocked without a land management owns, but won't let us have a community garden. Well, tell us how you really feel. She is Sunshine. And let me get a couple of these questions that they have in the chat. I don't want to leave nobody out of this beautiful conversation. Laura Sanford say, when I rented my garden spot, it was $20 a month. Wow.
Compared to $40 a year. That's a rip-off.
Yeah, that's relative. That's quite expensive when you look at all the other costs that go into growing fruit and vegetables. It can be really expensive, as we know. So that's an extra cost on top of that, isn't it?
But in all honesty, Netflix is $15.
Wow, so it's expensive in America. I think it's about £6 here, so it's like $6.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm about to email Netflix.
Right. I think the price just went up too, man. I think my wife said something about it going up to $20-something a month.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, Americans, don't complain.
Oh, and this is what I was talking about. What's up, Rambo Greenhand? Rambo Greenhand is also in the UK. Yeah.
Ah, hello.
Pescatarian gardener in the building. Glad to have you in here.
Building.
Jay Jack said we had a community garden at my last apartment. It was good at first, but folks got greedy.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't participate. They just wanted to get food and didn't want to participate. That's why allotment is better. You have your own thing to yourself. What's up, Up? Glad to have you in here.
Up, up.
The naked gardeners. Jim, are you familiar with the naked gardeners?
No, I'm not, but I can answer that question. It is 3 o'clock in the morning here, so it's 3 a.m.
Look, they're not naked in their videos. It means that they don't hide anything. You know, they're bare when it comes to information. London gas fitter in the building. Glad to have you in here.
Hey, London.
Best Yet Journey in the building. Glad to have you here, Best Yet. All right, I'm at the bottom. It'll take me a while. I'm here. Now, Kevin, do you have any more questions for Jim?
Yes, with the these fruit trees. You said you got apples. What's your variety?
I knew we were coming back there.
You already knew it, yeah. What's your variety? I saw one was green, but I didn't know if it was Granny Smith or not.
I don't know what their varieties are. So when I took on the allotment, they were already there, and they're really established fruit trees. So they've been there a really long time, and I don't know what they are. One of them is definitely like a dessert apple. It's really sweet. It is sort of like a Granny Smith taste. You know, that sort of like crunchy sweet taste. The other one is a cooking apple. So it's more of like that sour sort of taste. So I don't know what they are. Because they've been there a long time. But yeah, I think I've got a dessert one. I was actually thinking about sending them off to be identified, because you can do that here. You can send them to the RHS, which is in the UK. It's like the main gardening sort of body, and you can get them identified. So I might do that next year so that I know what they are.
Now,
okay, back to fruit. Hold on. Let me see.
Oh no, go ahead.
You got a grapevine that you're growing from the roots. I saw you put it on the outside.
I put the roots on the outside, yeah.
But it's growing on the inside of the polytunnel.
Yeah.
So doesn't that like switch the climates around? Is it gonna go dormant at all? Is that like a greenhouse, year-round greenhouse? How's that working?
So it's the grapevine goes dormant in the winter. So in the winter, it will just go dormant, drop all its leaves. And then in the spring, it will then come into life and start growing. So I've planted the roots outside so that it can be watered with rainwater with no irrigation in the polytunnel, because we've got water supply there, but it's all by hand. So, you know, I have to do it with a hose. Like I have to plug it into the water supply and do it by hose. So because the allotments is not next to my house, it's good to be able to rely on rainwater for that, you know, to get watered. And then it's going to grow. So the roots are outside the polytunnel, and then it's going to grow inside and grow up a frame along the inside of the polytunnel.
Now, Jim, do you have any coffee there? Because
coffee.
Yeah, because it's a lot of questions they have for you.
I've got my tea.
Urban Gardening Chronicles in the building. Glad to have you here, Urban. She's from Canada.
What's up, Urban?
Shannon 2003 in the building. Glad to have you here, Shannon. Miss Shirley OG Gardner. Hey, Shirley. Soldier want to know about them trees. Yep. I knew it.
Oh yeah.
And it was another question. Oh man, here. Urban Garden. I saw the question. She said, "What shire are you in?" African Dreaming in the building. Glad to have you here, African Dreaming. And welcome African Dreaming back to the States. They back from Africa.
Saw them over there.
I'll see you in the garden. Wait. I missed the whole question.
Home sweet home.
That's right.
Urban Gardening Chronicles asks, "What shire are you in?"
What shire am I in?
What's a shire?
Yeah.
So I guess it makes, so there's like places like Hampshire. Am I getting it right? You're asking about like Hampshire, Buckinghamshire. Is that what you're asking?
I gotta find the question. Urban Garden Chronicle. Could you put that back in now? I mean, put that question back for.
They've said, okay, London, the city. Yeah, I'm in the city. I'm in London. I'm just outside London. So I'm in the borough. I'm in like Greater London. So I'm not right in the city, but I'm in London, Greater London.
The Naked Garden's got a question. Say, what is something you will never grow again?
I can answer that. I would never grow sweet corn again.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Just not worth it, y'all.
Thank you. Thank
What do
you.
you mean? Why you say it's not worth it?
Man, it's not. Go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, Rambo say he in London too. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Come on now. Y'all neighbors.
Okay. But I don't know. I struggle with sweet corn. I don't want to grow it just because I suck at it. I got plenty of seeds. I got some awesome variety seeds.
I love sweet corn, but it's such, well, this year all my sweet corn got eaten by mice. So it all got eaten.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, the year before it takes such a big amount of space, and then you just get that one sort of crop of sweet corn, and then that's it. Whereas you could grow something else in that space for me that's more productive. And it is a bit of I found it a bit of a hassle to do. It's like it wasn't really worth it for me.
And the other thing with me, it takes a lot of fertilizer, and I'm not good on staying consistent with fertilizer. And you have to have a rich soil to grow it in.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot of work for something that you can get for $4 at the grocery store.
It is, yeah.
Right. Thank you.
It's so true.
We just need to work on that soil a little bit better. That's all. I grew corn.
David, your soil 2 feet deep. You got that deliciousness over there, man. You can grow anything in there.
And I'm gonna tell you something else, I believe. Where you live at makes a big difference in growing corn. I'm not exactly sure why, but I see people put little effort into growing corn, and there's a few states that people have success growing corn. Texas is one of them. CC grew corn great. Dave, you grew corn great. Somebody else, I can't remember, in Texas grew corn great. But a lot of the gardeners in Georgia, their corn sucked this year. Octavia Mars said, can I grow an avocado tree from avocado seed?
Georgia, sorry. Yeah, you can.
Georgia got the best soil. Now, you can grow it from seed, but you might not ever get an avocado. And avocados don't grow true to seed. So the avocado you ate and that you like the taste, when you grow it, it's probably not going to taste like that if you ever get fruit out. That's after 8 years you can expect to get fruit. So, yeah, I didn't mean to be, I didn't mean to down your dreams. On the bright side, Home Depot, I bought an avocado tree from Home Depot for $60. Yeah, go to Home Depot. Tell them Broke Farmer sent you. You get a 10% discount.
Yeah, right.
And search that internet for one.
And if y'all don't know, y'all just coming in, we're talking to Jim in the garden, aka Jim, and moderators. If somebody else could drop a channel link, we want to make sure everybody can stay connected to her. It's so many questions. Bell's Film Soils Healing in the building. Glad to have you here, Bell. See, Mike had success on corn. I don't know. Maybe I just suck. Cassandra South Fulton Garden in the building. Glad to have you in here. Oh, it's a lot.
Well, we don't have great weather here as well either. We don't have like long summers and it doesn't get really, really, really hot here as well, which makes a really big difference. Y'all
have less blood pressure, I would think, though.
Probably, yeah.
All right. Naked Garden said, if you had to grow only one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Tomato.
I add a little bit to that.
Sorry,
I know,
no,
tomatoes. I already know.
The what?
Mine would be tomatoes.
Oh yeah. Rainbow Green Hand said, I grew these 3 for diabetes. There was no sweetness in them, but last year my corn was busting. Okay.
Maybe I need to try.
Corn grows smut and what? I've seen that. I didn't have to. Corn grew smart.
What? Nope.
No,
Help us out, Lydia.
yeah, Lydia, yeah. It's late. All right.
Hey, Lydia, go and go to bed, baby. It's nap time.
What are you stupid?
Now, Psalm 146, home and garden in the building. Glad to have you in here. Now, my next question, first off, it's 2-part question. Do y'all have zones in London?
No, we don't have zones.
Really? What? So
I thought that because I've never heard of a London gardener say a zone.
No.
That's different. So okay, so how do you know what fruit trees? I know we have a oh my God, what is it called? Extension office, local extension office that tell us things that we can grow. Do y'all have something like that when it comes?
We have, like, if we buy something, I don't know if you have this as well. It will say if it's hardy or yeah. So that's basically what we go on. So we go on if it can survive over winter. If it can't, we grow on that sort of thing. And there's certain things that we just don't grow because it doesn't get hot enough, for example. So there'd just be certain things like tropical style things, or, you know, just plants or vegetables or whatever it might be that we just couldn't grow. We can look at what our zone would be in respect to like your zones. So sometimes we can go off that, but the stuff that we do over here doesn't equate to that. So we can sort of roughly know what we can and can't do, but we don't actually have anything that says you're in zone, whatever it might be.
So how do you know what apple tree you can grow there?
We can only get ones we can grow. I think that's the main thing. So we would just where you buy them, for example, it will say if it will survive outside or if it will be inside. So a lot of citrus trees, for example, they would be seen as like indoor trees here. So we would grow those indoors in like a conservatory or in a greenhouse or something like that, or a polytunnel, for example. So there's certain things that we would have to grow like undercover.
That's interesting. That is interesting. I got 32 more questions, probably.
I was wondering, have you ever heard of a pomegranate?
Pomegranate, yeah, we have pomegranate. We don't grow pomegranates here, though. Do you grow? Can you grow pomegranates then?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. No, we don't. I don't know. Possibly, we might be able to insert in a heated greenhouse. I would have thought, or something like that. If you've got a heated greenhouse, maybe.
Now, Jim, I have what's called a Russian hardy 26 pomegranate. It's supposed to be cold hardy down to -10.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe you could do that if you were interested in that.
Probably, I think it's more to do with the growing season, about how hot it gets as well, because we're like a temperate climate, so we're sort of like, we get a lot of rain, we get a lot of we don't get a hot summer, and our summer is relatively short. It's not a long season. It doesn't really warm up here till really like July, that sort of time, and then by August, September, it's over. We only really get like a 3-month really, when I say really hot, I mean like 26 degrees. Like,
so if you did get it to grow, it probably never fruit because it don't have enough time to fruit.
You need it in a heated situation, in somewhere where you can moderate the climate, I would have thought.
Well, let me get through this because it's a bunch of questions to the bottom. Joseph B said, I do not do well with corn last summer. I will try one more time. I will amend my soil, fingers crossed. I got some great soil. I mean, some great seeds from some great people. So I'm going to try it again. South Florida Sunshine in the building. Hey, South Florida Sunshine. Island Girl Gardening and Up. That is Up's wife channel. So shouts out to them. Great channel. These questions. Cato Family Farm in the building. Hey, Cato Family Farm, glad to have you on here. And CC's Texas Garden dropped Gemma's channel. If y'all want to go check her out, y'all should go check her out. Y'all never met her. Shawnee 2003 in the building. Say I'm bipolar. I'm in Poplar Bluff, and I did good with sweet corn. Okay, y'all just rub it in. Everybody can grow corn but me. Okay,
right. Making us feel bad.
Right. Thank y'all. The everyday life of an OCD is chick. Hey, Nikki, how you doing?
Nikki.
Oh, corn and smut. It's a fungus that grows on the corn. Okay. I didn't know what that was. It's a fungus. Pescatarian Garden said, does the rainy season affect your growing?
It does. Yeah, we get a lot of rain here. And if we have really wet, sometimes we can have really wet winters and wet springs. And that does affect how our growing season gets off. So we have, you're sort of starting to think about planting things out after your last frost date. Some of the last frost dates in the country are in May. And if it's really wet, it does really affect that. So that's why a lot of gardeners, especially on allotments and things like that, or even in their gardens, they have greenhouses and cold frames and things like that to try and start off before, because it does get wet here. I don't know about over where you are. I don't know if you get a lot of rain, but it's so soggy here. The ground just completely freezes. So yeah, it can be hard, but we just work around it. You know what us gardeners are like. We just find a way. We find a way to, yeah.
Now, all right. This I've always thought this. How gardeners in other countries see American gardening from their point of view. Let me clean that up. As a UK gardener, what do you see about gardening, how we do it in America, that is really different from how y'all do it in London?
I think the main thing is that it's a lot hotter and you can grow different things than we can grow. And it always seems like you have a lot more space than us. I think that's one thing that we see. Like, we have quite small well, not all of us, if you live in the country here, you might have a lot more outside space, but a lot of people in the UK live in like towns or cities, and we have small gardens. We don't have a lot of land. Like, we're not really like landowners as such. So I think that's something that's really different, that it seems like, in America, you've got these big properties, you can have, section your properties off into, different zones and have like all, fruit trees and things like that. Whereas we're probably not, that's not something we can probably achieve over here.
But I don't know. I always wondered just how gardeners were perceived over here, because I know, people in our community from other countries, Canada, Africa, London, India. I don't know. I just always wondered how somebody else perceived our garden on how it looked through YouTube. Even the way people in London do YouTube videos are way different. Have you noticed that?
What do you think we do differently?
I think y'all are way more to the point than we are.
Right.
Yeah.
You're on subject and you get to it and you get off, and that's in the video. We're done. We go all off the board with.
Yeah. If you say at the beginning of your video, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, you turn the camera around and you do this and you do that. Now I might say, hey, we're gonna harvest tomatoes, but I'm gonna pass by a pear tree And we might talk about the pear tree for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? And Rambo Green Hands is the same way. When he turned the camera on, he said, hey, we're going to do a garden tour. He does the garden tour, tells us all the information we need, and he cut the camera off. Now, David Corey with the crop, he'll go off script. So good gardener, he'll go off script. And I just feel like a lot of American YouTubers that do gardening, we don't stick to the script. We just don't. Even Charles Dowden. Where does Charles Dowden stay at? Is Charles Dowden in London?
He's not in London. He's outside of London.
Okay.
But yeah, he's relatively near London.
He is on topic.
Yeah.
If he say we're gonna talk about this no-till and we plant peas, he's gonna plant the peas and he's gonna cut the camera off.
Yeah.
I pay attention to that all the time. It's a common theme. London gardeners stay on just what they're supposed to be talking about. Dude, I could talk about something for 5 more minutes, go back to what I was talking about, pass by something shining over there. You know how a cat get distracted by shining objects? That's how I get. Doing the video, then I like, man, this zucchini look nice. Hold off on the kumquats for a minute. Let's talk about the zucchini. So yeah, I've always noticed that. Rambo said, yes, the amount of space definitely is a big difference.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Kato, a quick question. Isn't the UK like the size of Michigan, the state of Michigan? It's not very big.
The UK is pretty small, yeah. So, and remember, like I'm in England, and there's also Wales and Scotland, like and Ireland as well. So the UK is like also 4 different countries.
Yes, but you can be there in like a matter of hours.
That's what I mean. Like there's 4 countries in that little tiny.
Yeah, you could be in like another country in a couple hours, though, right?
I can drive to Wales in about 2 hours.
See, that's ridiculous. Yeah, it's right there. They're all connected.
About 140 miles. Not even that. It's probably about 130 miles away or something like that. So I can drive from London to Wales. I could drive to Scotland as well, and I could drive to.
I told y'all the map was lying.
It's small.
I told
That's
y'all.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It would take 24 hours from the top of Texas to the bottom to drive it.
It takes me 2 hours to get out of Georgia.
Yeah.
But you can hit every country in the UK.
That's what I mean. There's like, even though it's like the UK's 4 countries, we're all really like close together.
But now, you don't have chickens, but have you heard that you can't give kitchen scraps to chickens in London?
You can, but they can't. Not if you eat meat. So no meat can go towards them. So it's only like vegetable kitchen scraps that haven't been in contact with any meat. So I don't know if that's probably the same with you. I would have thought.
No, we can give our chickens anything.
Oh, you can give them anything. Okay.
David gave them a pie. What kind of pie that was you gave your chicken, David? Pecan pie?
Pecan.
Pecan pie.
Pecan pie.
Yeah. Deborah Gary, glad to have you in here. Yeah, we can give. I don't think the only rules I've seen concerning chickens, especially for where I live at, is the rooster to hen ratio. You can't have way more roosters than hens because they feel like you're gonna fight the chickens. So you have to have, if you got, and don't quote me on this, but if you got 4 hens, you can have a rooster for every 4 hens. So that's the only rule.
I'm not sure if that's the same in the UK. I'm not sure because I haven't got chickens, but I know a lot of people do have chickens on. They have them on their allotment. Actually, a lot of people have chickens on their allotments.
What?
Yeah, they do. So they have chickens on their allotment. So you know, Danny from the Grapevine Garden, he's in Wales, but we're always like on each other's channels. He's got chickens on his allotment plot. He keeps them there.
I gotta find an allotment near me then because my wife won't let me have chickens here. If I could have chickens down the road that she never knew about, Wow. Wow.
I know. That would be
Oh,
nice.
yeah, Rambo say y'all are straight shooters over there. London Gas Fitter say they love the rain. I guess you would have to just get used to it.
Right. You grew up with it, how you know.
Psalm 146 say, broke be snacking on ground cherries on the way to Submill. Yeah, I do. If I talk for 5 minutes, I got to stop and get a snack, some ground cherries or some cherry tomatoes. Charles is a type A personality. Yeah, I love Charles Dowder, man. I love that guy. Mike say, I'd make Fox friends if they were Rambo. Okay, I missed the whole conversation. That's my bad. Hop on a train and end up in France or Spain. Now that would be cool.
Yeah, you can do that for London.
But I think y'all make the best of space with that allotment, though.
I think so. Yeah.
Probably don't want rats and mice. Oh, feed meat to your chicken. Oh, here you go. 1 rooster per 8 to 10 hens. That's what it is. I'm all the way to the bottom. All right. Calvin, you got any more questions for Jim?
Oh yeah. So how often do you have to renew your allotment? Or can somebody come in and, they've been waiting for it and they can just take it from you if they bid a little bit more or anything like that? How does that work?
No, so once you've got it, that's it. It's yours basically to rent, but you do have to keep it up. Some allotment sites are a lot stricter than others. So mine is pretty relaxed, and you just pay your £40 at the beginning of the year, and that's it. Whereas my dad's got an allotment. He lives in Hampshire, so he lives about 45 minutes away from me. And his is pretty strict. He's not allowed any structures on his allotment, on his plot. So he's not allowed a polytunnel or a fruit cage or anything like that. He's not allowed any trees. And his has to be a certain amount of worked ground, basically. So he has to have something growing on, I think it's 80% of the plot. So some are really, really strict. And if you don't abide to those rules, then they can take you off the plot and give it to someone else.
Wow.
So some are really strict. Mine isn't. Mine's really relaxed. But some people's are a lot stricter.
Cato, they talking to me. Cato Family Farm said, just get the chicken, bro. She'll actually like them. I guarantee my wife won't. Tia Drone Gold in the building. Glad to have you in here, Tia. Sunshine says she took a train from London to France. Everybody saying just get the chicken, bro. Taking care of them and you're not. Okay, y'all make it sound good.
Right.
Shalita Wells said, I want chicken too, hubby not on it. Yeah, I gotta find a allotment so I can put some chickens on there. Rambo said they pay yearly also.
How do you keep people from just walking over to your allotment and helping themselves?
The site, they're all locked up. So mine's got so it's most of them have got some sort of gate on them that's locked, and you have a key, and that you're the only one with the key. The plot holders are the only ones with the keys. So they've got quite a lot of security on them. I've got a shed on mine. I don't lock it or anything because it's all locked up. The site is locked. Some sites, depending on the location in the UK, can have, theft and things like that. But I guess it's just the same as your garden. You can have theft in your garden as well. It just, it depends on the location and things like that. But 9 times out of 10, you've just got that key and you just go and open it. You just go and open the actual gate to the site, and then you walk through and that's your plot.
Okay.
J.K. Gardner said, do you practice square foot gardening or other way of gardening? What is the other way?
I'm not sure. I mean, we've only got a certain amount of space, and that's what we work to here. So you're looking at how much space you've got, what you want to grow, and how much you can grow in that space. So that's how I would have thought most people in the UK would do it, because they've, you know, we've only got that limited amount of space to grow whatever we want to grow.
David, have you asked your last question? You got another question for him?
Can you try and grow your model cream watermelons for me?
Yeah,
Your model cream watermelons. They only take 3 months.
I've never actually heard of those ones that only take 3 months.
Yeah, your model cream.
Okay, I'll have to try that. I do know that a lot of melons are grown, but they are grown under cover, so they're grown in a polytunnel or a greenhouse here. But that's really interesting to know that I haven't heard of that one, but I'll definitely be trying that one this year.
It's a silverish white meat watermelon.
I'll have to look that one up and try that one. That sounds, because that'd be good if it's only 3 months, because that's like basically the heat of our year is in that time. That'd be really good.
Hey, Visit Farmer, welcome in.
What's up,
I'm gonna say my allotment is so relaxed. They don't clean the main walkway. I don't know if that's relaxed or dirty. I don't know. Nikki Gardner say start with rabbits, then get chicken. I think she's allergic to rabbits. That's a definite no. The squirrels are the thieves in Tia Garden.
Yeah, same here. Same here. The squirrels take everything, and the pigeons. We've got a lot of pigeons that take everything as well.
Hey, did they chirp with an accent? The squirrel. Sweet Storm in the building. Glad to have y'all here. We're speaking with Jim's allotment. Not Jim's.
That is a good question. That is a good question. If our squirrels over here met they squirrels, could they understand each other?
Yeah, but they would have to slow down and listen, because I can imagine. Now, Jim, you have an accent. I can imagine how hard it is trying to understand what I'm saying.
I feel like you're really easy to understand. You have got an accent. To me, you've got an accent.
Yeah.
But you're easy to understand.
Well, look, the people who
it's called country twang.
They say I got an attitude. I mean, the people who live in the state I live in say I got an accent. So I can imagine. Is an overhead trellis considered a structure? Yes.
Yeah.
Vertical gardening up wall works well in small spaces.
Yeah.
Do you collect rainwater?
We do collect rainwater, yeah. So we've got water butts. So I have them all around my garden, and then at my allotment plot as well. And a lot of people do collect a lot of rainwater, actually. Some allotment sites actually don't have like running water. They do just collect rainwater. So depending, but yeah, we do anyway, because it's the best. The plants love it. The crops love it, don't they? They love rainwater.
They love that guard water. Ooh. She is Sunshine said, send us some seeds, Dave. Now look, Rambo Green Hand sent me some seeds, and the packaging just looks so different from our seeds, dude. I don't know if I just never got seeds like this, but I'm scared to plant them because I think the packaging is so fascinating. So we can send seeds to UK, because I've got seeds from UK and I've sent seeds to the UK. So Jim, if you want to trade seeds with somebody, look, y'all can send Jim seeds. Go over to the channel, find out what a PO box is, and send us some seeds over there. Send us some of them your model cream watermelon seeds. Another thing that you think she might want to grow in the garden that's super different. Are we at the bottom? Rambo said, yeah, because one of our ones are the American ones. The UK original ones are the red colored ones. I don't miss my conversation. The American ones, the UK original ones are the red color ones. What we talking? Rain barrel? No. Okay, I'm gonna have to.
Maybe talking about melons.
Melons, that's what it is.
The UK original ones are the red coloured ones. I can't remember what we were talking about.
I think he's talking about the watermelon.
Melons? Okay. Oh, like the inside of the watermelons are red inside here, yeah.
Oh no, he's talking about squirrels.
Do you know what? I've never seen a red squirrel.
What?
Are your squirrels red?
I think they're brown. We have brownish red squirrels here.
Ours are grey.
Well, we have gray too. Y'all only have gray squirrels?
I think we do have the red ones, but I've never seen one here. I've never seen one, so I don't know where they are.
Wait, golly. Everybody went crazy about these squirrels now. Talking about squirrels. Our gray squirrels took over the UK one. Squirrels. Our squirrels are invasive. Hands in the dirt. Catch you next time, buddy.
All right, take it easy, Dave.
Originally, were only red there. Yeah, gray squirrel here in Carolina.
I know.
Wow. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. I got a great question for you. Now, I heard you say, now, you know, I'm big into fruit trees. I heard you say that citrus is mainly just considered inside plant to grow. How big are greenhouses down there? Because I've seen some elaborate greenhouses over there. I mean, built out of wood and glass. I figured most gardeners would have greenhouses because of the temperature y'all have. Is that a normal thing for a lot of people to have greenhouses?
A lot of people do have greenhouses, yeah, just because of the temperature over here. And you can start off things early. You can start off seeds early. You can overwinter things in a greenhouse. So they are good to have. The other thing, if you haven't got a greenhouse, what a lot of people do is they use their conservatories, or they just bring them indoors. They can just bring them inside.
Whoa. Now, I know what a conservatory is here.
Okay.
Because I take my daughter, and the conservatory here is we look at the stars.
That's an observatory. Is that not an observatory? We call that an observatory.
We might call that here too. I thought it was conservatory.
Oh no.
Somebody help me in the chat. What is it when it's got the glass ceiling and you sit back and they have light shows?
Thanks to you, right?
It's an observatory. It's not a conservatory.
I think so.
So what is it? Okay. So what is
conservatory?
Bro, I think he was at the graveyard.
A conservatory in the UK is like an extension of your house, and it's glass. It's made of glass. So it's a room, like a sunroom. A sunroom.
So it's a sun. Yeah, that's what we call a sunroom. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I was way off. It's late. What is the most expensive? Huh? What update? J.K. Garner said, "What is the most exotic plant you've ever grown? What new plant will you grow next year?" That's a good question.
Great question.
The most exotic plant I've ever grown. I don't think I've really grown anything very exotic.
I mean, what's exotic to you might not be exotic to somebody else. I mean, your version of it.
What have I grown that's exotic? I mean, I probably nothing very exotic, I wouldn't say. I mean, exotic to me would be something like some sort of melon or something like that wouldn't necessarily be found grown in the UK. So it'd be something that would usually be grown in another country. So yeah, something like that, like a fruit or something that would usually be from a hotter climate. So even something probably like an aubergine or like an eggplant or something like that wouldn't, we'd have to probably grow that undercover. I think we can get outdoor varieties here now. but most of those would be grown inside. But that's pretty exotic. One thing I do want to grow next year, I want to grow loofah. I don't know if you've ever tried a loofah. Yeah, I really want to try that because you can do that. I'm going to do that in my polytunnel next year.
Nah, I don't know. It just takes up so much space.
It takes up a lot of space.
Okay. I might have to rethink it then. I have got a greenhouse at home as well, so I could always do it here.
Mike's Chaotic Garden said, like how were no rabbits in Australia, now they can't get rid of them. Same with UK and American Great Squirrel. First off, you don't want to get rid of them. That's just free meat. If you ever get hungry, it's meat. That is food. Rabbits and squirrels are delicious.
Just hopping around, just food.
And rabbit poop is the best fertilizer, so that's good fertilizer.
So we don't want to get rid of those.
No.
Yeah, this is sunroom. Do y'all practice permaculture a lot? Well, Charles Darwin is probably the...
Yeah, it's becoming a lot more popular. And it's the same as with no dig, as you know, with Charles Dowding, that's probably the main way everyone does their gardening on their allotments now. I mean, there is still, people that dig their plots and dig their soil, but a lot don't. A lot just do the no dig method. And same with permaculture. It's becoming more like, just a common thing of that's how everyone does it now.
Let's talk about that for a minute. And of course, as everybody know, I have opinion on everything. And this is something that I'm really starting to be more opinionated. This no dig method. It's a lot of common sense behind that method. Now of course you have to move the soil, the plant seeds, and pull plants up. But I'm a big advocate for trying to do things close to nature. Now, I'm not all the way there yet, but I'm trying to get there. So to me, no dig is super close to nature because everything in nature just layers. Leaves fall, an animal die. It's just organic matter layering on organic matter. And a no dig bed is the same thing. You put in compost, fertilizer, mulch. It's the same thing. I think a lot of people just hear the word no dig and think it's just some new fancy thing that's come out. But it's a lot of common sense, good practices that go into no dig. Now, however you garden is however you garden. Till, deep dig method, whatever you do. But I don't want people to think that no-till is just a fad that came along the last 2 or 3 years. It's a lot of thought process and common sense when it comes to no-till or no-dig gardening method. I just wanted to add that in.
No, it's true. And it's a lot easier as well. It's a lot less work because you're just laying them up.
What is your go-to fertilizer?
Fertilizer. We use a lot of manure here. We use a lot of manure. We use a lot of teas, like comfrey teas, fertilizer.
Oh, compost tea.
Yeah, we use like that. So yeah, a lot of stuff that I use is just organic, like organic things. So like compost that I've either made. Sometimes I have to buy it in because it's hard to make enough for your whole garden. It's really hard, but we do get a lot of fresh manure delivered to our site. So I just pile that up and that breaks down. I'm, make my own, but that's what I tend to use.
Yeah, most of us do too, if we can get our hands on it.
Yeah.
Well, Island Girl gardening up asked the same thing about the fertilizer. But do y'all use 511 fish emulsion or?
I've never heard of that. So personally, no, I've never heard of it, but it might be something that I just haven't seen.
Yeah, it's different brands of fish emulsion.
It's basically just putting a fish head in the ground and planting on top of it.
Okay, we do have a fish blood and bone fertilizer, so I guess it would be similar sort of thing to that then.
Yeah. I would think. Sweet Thorn say if squirrels gnaw your banana plant down to nub, you will want to get rid of all of them. Yeah, I'll probably eat them though.
Yeah, I get rid
wouldn't.
of
Yeah,
some bread and rice. Yeah, I get rid of
get
real.
some white potatoes and put around the edge a few carrots.
A nice pistol, a nice BB gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get rid of squirrels real quick.
Bayou Sugar Garden said, what are the staple foods grown in your area?
I would say the staples are probably potatoes, probably tomatoes, garlic, onions, cabbages, and probably a lot of salad, and kale and things like that. Kale, chard. They're probably the staples.
Brassicas.
Yeah, brassicas and root vegetables.
Yeah. I would have thought, yeah, that's probably the staples. Yeah, like things like carrots, parsnips, swede.
Parsnips. I don't get parsnips. I don't get them. I don't. How do you eat parsnips?
So you roast them. You roast them with honey, and you have them with a roast dinner.
It's just
With honey.
With honey.
They don't look delicious to me. I don't know how else to say that.
They're really sweet. They taste so good. And they are like that. If you don't have parsnips with your Christmas dinner, I don't know what is going on. It's like parsnips is your Christmas dinner.
It's like our dressing.
Probably, yeah. It's like that's just what it is. You have your roast parsnips on Christmas Day.
Now, first off, for the information we've been getting for Gemma, hit the like button. Hit the like button. There's a lot of good information and a lot of things that we're learning from other people. Hit the like button. Before we go any farther, hit the like button. Lynette Lawrence say, due to my disability, I garden using the no-dig method. It's a great way because you can't till and do all that hoeing and weeding up the soil. So no till.
Yeah.
It's the way to go. J3GS Farms in the building. What's up, Honey Slinger?
Right. What's going on, fam?
Oh, Rambo say they don't have 511 here. There.
Don't have it. Okay.
You got fish. You can make your own. Look at that.
Hey, you got fish, don't you? Rambo, you can make your own.
Right. Watch David. My God.
Do you have a video on that? Yeah. David Core with Crop has a video on how to make fish emulsion from fresh caught fish. But Rambo say they do have some similar stuff. FR Humphrey in the building. Hey, FR, glad to have you in here. Yeah, Rambo agree with exactly what you said. Potatoes, carrot, garlic, onions, brassicas, spinach, and pumpkins.
Pumpkins, yeah, pumpkins, definitely pumpkins. How could I forget about pumpkins?
Mike, look how Mike just simplified. Mike is not that simple. Parsnips is a peppery carrot. Don't try to simplify parsnip. Don't do that.
Oh my.
But something else. I asked Jimmy this earlier. They don't have grow zones. They have more what's called, I think, what they would call a hardening zone. And it is more, let's say this plant is harder to London. I mean, this fruit tree is harder to London, right?
Yeah, it's that sort of thing. I think we'd probably be like where I am now. I think I'd be like an 8 or something like that, like a growing zone 8, I think. But it's different because we've got a temperate climate. So although the zone, we can sort of work out the zone, the climate's completely different.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it would be fun to garden somewhere different like that, just because it will be more challenging to make you think about a different way. Because we're so used to down here, spring come, we grow this, that, and that. Yeah. Summer come, we got to start scaling back because now it's too hot, and then the fall we start on brassicas. But what if we can grow brassicas year round? Because I'm pretty sure y'all can grow brassicas all time of the year, right?
Yeah, we do. We grow them like we have spring, and then like so we'd do like spring cabbages or whatever it might be, and we'd do them sort of at the end of the year, and then in spring we plant another load for like the end of the year. So we sort of have two sort of seasons. I think you can actually get cabbages 3 times a year, but yeah, you sort of plant them sort of in stages to sort of harvest throughout.
Spring cabbage.
Yeah, so spring cabbage. So I've got spring cabbages at the moment growing, but they're really small, but they'll just overwinter, and then in the spring they take off, and then that's when you harvest them.
That is different.
I wouldn't mind having 2 seasons for cabbage, or 2 seasons for brassicas in general.
Yeah.
Because a lot of winter is technically we can grow it if I put a little more effort in. Like I got collard greens and turnips and cabbage out there now, but it grows so slow in the winter. It's almost like you're not even growing them sometimes. Now I could cover them and do a whole bunch of work, and I'm a lazy gardener. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just gonna grow slow through the winter. Taurus Brain, welcome to the chat. Good question. What citrus trees grow best for you in the greenhouse with fruit?
I haven't got any citrus trees yet. They are on my list. They're on my wish list. They're quite expensive here, actually, like citrus trees to grow. If you wanted like a decent size that's ready to fruit, they'd be quite expensive. But I think any sort of like, I know a lot of people have lemon trees. I'm not sure about oranges, but I think lemon trees would be, I don't know if anyone else from the UK might have some different ideas, you can comment. But I think lemon trees would be quite popular here, I would have thought.
What's the price point like though? What's your price on?
Sorry, what's
the price on like an average size 2 to 3 foot citrus tree?
Let me tell you. I'll find out for you.
Now, I was watching one of Rambo Greenhand's videos, and he had a hardy lemon tree. I don't know, was it a yuzu lemon? Hey, Rambo Greenhand, what was that lemon tree that you had? I think a yuzu lemon is cold hardened down to -10 degrees or 0 degrees one. Now, what? This one time,
I looked at one day too.
So I've just had a look online because I don't know the exact price, but just roughly, you're looking about £50 to £60, so maybe $50 to $60 for a 90 centimeter tall tree, which is relatively small. That's like
90 centimeters.
Yeah, it's like a large tree. So for a big tree, I mean, it would be quite expensive, I would have thought.
Now, I say that's expensive and not. It depends on the tree. If it's a rare fruit tree,
yeah.
Now, I just bought a Warren Satsuma for $45. That was a deal to me. So
I think it's just because we can't actually. I think because they're not genuinely like hardy in the UK. We see them as like something we might have in the house, for example, and you might get like a few lemons off it. You're not going to get maybe like a big harvest. So I think that's probably the way I look at it personally. I look at it, I'll have this lovely tree and it'll be lovely, but I might not get a lot from it. It's not going to be
worth $60.
It's not going to be like a productive tree for me. Whereas like apple trees are brilliant. I've got 2 apple trees in my garden. Again, I don't know what they are because they were here when I moved in. We get so many apples from them. They're delicious. And I've got the ones on the allotment plot now. But they would be really worth it because they're in the ground. They can grow really big and you get a lot of apples. Whereas with a tree that you've got in like a greenhouse or something like that, you wouldn't get a big harvest from it. So me personally, that's how I look at it. The cost wouldn't, I can go and buy like a pack of lemons for 50p, you know, for 50p.
But you know what? You just made way too much common sense. Because if I just want a fruit tree and I just think the fruit tastes good, I just go buy it. Now
Nothing wrong with that.
now what you said made so much sense that I almost was thinking I ain't gonna buy no more fruit trees this year.
Stop.
Almost.
Really?
But yeah,
Stop.
I mean, in reality, if you spend $20 on a lemon tree, you should be able to get $20 worth of lemons a year. However you put that.
Yeah.
Or down the road, I'm gonna get enough lemons to pay for that. Me, I got a finger line tree now. I've got 2 finger lines off it in 2 years, and I still love it. So, facts. Do you salsify there as well? Salsify.
Salsify. I don't know what that is.
What is that?
I don't
Me either.
know what that is.
Sweet Thorn,
Oh.
can you?
It's an edible root flower. Oh, okay. No, I've never heard of that actually. Oyster plant? Is that an oyster?
Oh. No, this was one that I was talking about in one of my lives.
Oh,
And I was
okay.
talking about his exotic thing.
Oh, it's
Salsify.
okay. So it's a root vegetable that has an oyster-like flavor when cooked.
Yeah. I brought it up and I didn't know what it was. Lord have mercy.
Never heard of that, but that's interesting actually.
I did a live on exotic things. I looked up what they consider on the internet as the most exotic vegetables you can grow. So we highlighted like the top 10 of them, and we went down a couple of facts. I just want to know that were people interested in growing them, or had they ever heard of it? So we got kind of deep on that subject one night. I had a slideshow and everything.
It looks a bit like a dandelion from what
Yeah.
do you have yeah, so that from what I can see.
That pinkish colored one.
Yeah.
A hardy lemon tree. Tell me more. Google yuzu, yuzu lemon. Yuzu lemon. Google I-Chang lemon, and that's the lemon that Rambo Greenham was growing. It's called a Japanese bitter lemon. Okay. Lemons are great here in London. There are some avocado. What?
There is some avocado.
What kind of avocado you got? I'm struggling to grow avocado in here. Wow. I need to know what that avocado tree is immediately. I need to start Googling that immediately. Because I have it's called a puncho avocado, and it's supposed to be cold hearted down to 15 degrees, so we'll see. Mike say when they say hardened 10 minutes minus 10, they mean like a day or so, not weeks. No. Where is it below? Wait, where is it below 0 for weeks? Okay. Well, maybe where you live at. But yeah, I mean for short spurts of below 0, like 2 to 3 hours below 0, and it'll come back. But if you 10 straight hours below 0, I doubt if any citrus tree will make it, to be honest. Harder like the handle the cold weather Jones Truth in the building. Hey, Jones Truth, how you doing? Let me see. Pro farmer, please. We know you. Hey, look. If it's something that's unique fruit tree, especially a unique citrus tree, I would try to have it on the Broke Farm allotment. You saw what I did there? Broke Farm allotment. Yes, make it sense in tree buying. Yeah, I usually don't. If it look pretty, Chicago heart of lemon. Look, almost. Just do your own research, like I say. But if you're looking for super cold hearted, that Japanese bitter lemon that Rambo's talking about, Google the yuzu lemon. Um, it's a flying dragon lemon. Flying dragon. The how it grows, lemon trees grow out from the main trunk. The flying dragon kind of grows like this, and it's a lemon. Yeah, yeah. Flying dragon, yuzu lemon, Japanese bitter lemon. Probably the three most cold hearted I ever heard of. As you can see, y'all know I'm looking for that magical lemon tree I can put in the ground, right?
Mm-hmm. Already.
People have been growing them in place in London, which I knew the name broke, and the fruit is awesome. Okay. Now look. All right, let's get down to brass tacks. This is Jim. Go check her channel out. She's taking an hour and a half out of her sleep time. She's losing sleep to come hang with us. Now, if that's not worth of at least you going over there and watching one video, hitting the like button, watching the whole video. That means when you press play, you put your hands in your pocket, watch the whole video. Y'all see my hands in my pocket. I'm not fast forwarding. My hands are in the pocket. And at the end, leave a comment. If you like her content, subscribe to the channel, join her gardening community. If you don't like her content and you think she is just too awesome of a gardener for me to go over there and subscribe to, then move on. Nope, nobody hurt. She got some white time and you got to meet somebody. It's that simple. So I need at least 10 people to go over there tonight and check out one of her videos.
I'll be there.
We got one. So Calvin already over there. I'm already over there.
It's Michael Jackson style. I'll be there.
I'll be there. Did you see how my voice got really low? I'll be there. So can someone give the correct spelling of her channel? All right, can y'all put it's G Mama Grows, thank you. G Mama got her channel link scrolling through. You can just literally click on the link and it'll take you straight to her channel.
G Mama, you the best.
Yes, she is.
Shalita Wells said, okay, yeah, they just dropped it for you. Definitely going after this show. Here's some. You got to.
Oh, thank you, everyone. That's so nice of you.
Y'all both in London. You got to go over there.
Right, you down the street from. Come on.
That's 3. Laura, I'm a subscriber as of tonight. That's 4.
Oh, thank you.
Bayou Sugar, locked and loaded. 5. Tia Drum Gold, new subscriber and So Good Gardener.
Let's go, Tia. What's up? Appreciate you.
Sub-Zero signs code. Oh, that is code. Miss Kia Parks in the building. What's up, Miss Kia Park? Glad to have you in here. About 7 people going up. Oh. Mike said he already sub. YouTube got him though. YouTube will unsubscribe for some strange reason, no matter what.
It will.
I'll be checking out gardening in the UK. That's 10, 11, 12. Jamaica in the. What's up, Jamaica? We up to 13, 14. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You load it down, Jim.
Oh, this is amazing. Thank you all so much.
We're going to be all your comments blowing you up. Get ready.
Jackson in the building. Miss Kelsey Skip in the building. Glad to have you, Miss Kelsey. Now look, that's what we do. We all, Jim, for better or worse, we're all family now. So, ta-da! I guess.
We're growing a new community.
Nah,
We's married now. We's married now.
we's married. Now, Casey 55 in the building. I don't know if I spoke to you, Casey 55, but if I didn't, hey,
What's up, Casons?
the Grapevine Garden. He is also
Danny, he's tuning in from Wales, everyone. So he's
Wales.
UK. He's over in Wales.
And y'all do live together. Right? You've been on Danny's live a lot,
I
right?
have, yes. And I've just been talking about you. I've just been telling everyone about your chickens, that you've got chickens on your plot.
So, so Danny's in Wales, right?
He's in
We
Wales.
might be to Wales. We might need to go to Wales next, bro.
Or how about Wales come to us, David? How about the Grapevine Garden comes to the Broke Farm Studios and sit down and hang out?
And have fun. That sounds real good. That sounds real well.
So,
Nice.
Danny, at the Grapevine Garden, if you want to have me over there in the Grapevine, or you want to come over here to the Broke Farm Allotment, I'm gonna wear that term. I love it. If you want to come up to the Broke Farm Allotment, we'll figure it out later. Somebody please drop Gemma's link again, if you don't mind. Hey, Danny say he set his alarm. Sorry, I'm late. Yeah, at 3 o'clock. I'm not surprised that.
I know
If you
it's now
overslept
4 a.m. It's now 4 a.m. in the UK.
Danny, I'm coming to see you, man. I just subscribed to you, so I'm coming to see you, sir.
And J.K. Gardner said, yes, bring him up. So if you are interested, Danny, email me. And come hang out. Hopefully it won't. Yeah, it's gonna still be at 2 though. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, man. You can lose one night of sleep. And then I'm thinking to come on yours, I'll probably have to lose some sleep too. That's okay, man. I drink. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. So look, I got a little homework for everybody. Now there's 70 people in the chat. I need watch out for those goods. Broke Farmer, watch out for those goods. What goods? What goods? John Truth.
The seeds, bro. The seeds, bro.
I already got them. I emailed you back. Jones Truth. Wait a minute, Jones Truth. I did a whole video. Jones Truth, look, go to my shorts. I did a whole video about the seeds and you. You are in the video. So Jones Truth, go over to my short and check out. That short is all about Jones Truth. Are your notifications turned on, Jones Truth? Because I feel like your notifications ain't turned on because you missed the whole short about you. I just Jones Truth. I really got a question there. But the homework is for the 70 people who's currently in here. Our gardening community is all about connecting to other people, learning ways to grow more efficiently and grow more abundantly. So I need you to find one person in the comment that you don't know who they are and go check their channel out. Now I'm gonna go ahead, Dave. What up?
Oh, I want to say, so blessed. I think you're almost to 1,000. Congratulations.
So blessed. How far are you? I didn't even see so blessed in here. David, she still in here?
I don't see you.
I don't see it either.
I'm not for sure. I was just saying that, but I can't see the chat anyway.
I forgot you can't see the chat. So blessed, if you in here, pop up come out the bushes for a minute, because there's a lot of people in the bushes. So you need to find one person that's in the comment section. Same way I was telling Gemma, go over to their channel, hit the like button before you watch the video. Take both of your hands and put them in your pocket and let the video play. Once you get to the end of the video, you leave a comment. Now, if that channel is for you, subscribe and join the family. If it's not for you, they got to watch time. You got to be entertained for however long that video took, and you're done. So, So Blessed is here, David. So Blessed, what is your subscriber count right now? So, if you are a YouTube content creator, put yes, I have content on my channel. Just put yes, I have content on my channel. So good, Gardner, David, and Jim. Can you what Jim? That you the highlight guest. They know you ain't got to do it. You know y'all they know y'all make videos too. But So Blessed is at 997. We can fix that. We can fix that. I need 5 people to go to So Blessed channel, and let's get over
10.
1,000 mark tonight. 10, because we know how YouTube do. So we need 10 people to rush over there to So Blessed, and let's get over 1,000 tonight. That's our present from the gardening community to So Blessed to get over 1,000 subscribers. And we're gonna do that tonight. And it's spelled. Can somebody put so? Oh man, y'all are good. Nikki already got the link in the scrolling through the chat. So Blessed. Let us know when you get to 1K. Appreciate that. G Mama grows hard in the garden. Thank you. Country Hustle 101 says she needs 2 more. I'm already subscribed.
Me too. With the bell on.
Yeah, I've just subscribed.
Hit that bell.
She is there. So Blessed. Congratulations.
Congratulations. And that's community. That's community. Now we do it for you. Once it's time for somebody else to get over that hump, you're gonna help the next person get over that hump. That's community looks out for community. That's what we do. I'm so glad to be a part of the community, because where else could a garden nerd like me talk about gardening all day? Nowhere. Nowhere. I am literally a gardening nerd. I ingest everything y'all say, and as soon as we get off here, I'm gonna start Googling stuff. Now look, let's go up to the people who got content just so we're sure. Psalm 146, Home and Garden, Cato Family Farm, Rambo Green Hands. The everyday life of an OCD is chick. She is sunshine, the grapevine garden in Wales. Who's gonna be our guest one day? Bayou Sugar Garden, CC's Texas Garden, Sweet Thorn, Laura's Garden. Laura said yes. Yeah. G Mama grows harder than garden. Kick it with Allen. Country Hustle 101. Now look, if y'all are YouTube and y'all in the bushes because y'all really don't like me, stick your head out for a minute and just let people know you content creators. Island Girl Gardening in Up, and her husband Up also has a channel which he has some of the most exotic fruit trees on earth. He has 2 large greenhouses that he grows a whole bunch of stuff.
Bro,
yeah.
Can you get them on too?
Island?
Yeah.
Up, Island Girl Gardening and Up.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them to hit the email. So you saying, can I have somebody up here who would love to talk about fruit trees for a whole hour? Don't threaten me with a good time.
Easy right there.
Hit the email. You can email me at brokefarmer76@gmail.com, and we can talk about fruit trees. Shalita Wells says she on her way to check it out. I'm sub 1K on So Blessed. Shots out to you know that's only fitting because Psalm 146 is such a sweet person in our gardening community. It's only fitting that she was a 1K subscriber.
For real.
Oh, more people went over there. So blessed. So blessed. I just saw from the UK. How many people have subscribers from the UK? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. When I got my first subscriber from India, I felt some kind of way. I felt
did
special.
too, man. I did too. That was different. India and Africa. I was like, Africa? And I was at like 125 back then. You say Africa?
I have a guy that every now and then pops. Well, I don't know. It might be a woman that pops up every now and then, and they don't speak American. So I thought just spam. So you know how you can go to the comments and translate it.
Yeah.
It's in a nice garden. That was cool. I thought it was cool. Everybody saying big congratulations to So Blessed. Big congratulations. Be sure to go back and watch a full video so it's thick. Yeah, if you just now look, wait. Thank you, Nikki. Now we're not just subscribing to people just subscribe like, hey, go live life now. Check them out. Stick with them. Watch a couple videos. You know what I mean? Now, once they get to 1 million subscribers and you don't like their content, you can unsubscribe. You gotta wait till they get to 1 million though, and then you can just unsubscribe if not for you. Congratulations. So blessed, you're welcome. Make sure you watch video. We don't do that sub for sub thing over here. If I like watching your content, you know what? Let me slow down. Maybe I need to say this before we get off here. Please understand, if you ever see me in your comments and I'm commenting on one of your videos, you never ever have to watch a broke farmer video for me to enjoy your content. If I enjoy watching your video, I'm gonna repeat this very slowly. You never have to watch one of my videos for me to like your content. Everybody is not for everybody. I might like your content. That don't mean you got to like my content. That's crazy. So we don't do sub for sub. We watch people content that we enjoy watching. So please don't subscribe to nobody and expect them, hey, you got to sub to me. We do not do sub for sub in this community. Please understand how that works. If you like Gemma content, watch her content. Please don't put restrictions on your subscription to her channel. Don't do that. Okay? I know that one for everybody. That one for everybody.
It's real.
But it might be one person say, well, Gemma don't watch my videos. I'm not going to watch her videos. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Never. So Good Garden, have I ever told you or David Core, hey, man, I watch y'all videos. If you don't watch my videos, I'm going to unsubscribe from you.
No.
That's crazy. You didn't like me from the beginning then.
Right.
All right. We about to get off here. Superman's Underground Gardening. What's up, Superman? I ain't seen you in a while. Yeah. The analytic gardener in the building. But before we get out here, this is Jim in the garden. We just talked a long time, actually like 46 questions about gardening in London. Every question we ever had since we've been watching her and Rainbow Greenhand's video got answered in this video. So if you are interested in what it's like to garden in London, go check out the beginning of it. Octavia say, I am really liking this channel. First time here and did not know that there were gardeners out there like me who just like to talk about gardening. You guys are amazing. Well, look at here, but you home then.
Right.
You are home.
That's
At
right.
least,
Hey, first cousin.
Don't
Yeah,
you know?
I'm gonna say second cousin, but if you like talking about gardening, we're really first cousin.
Especially
But
if you got a
what
fruit
we
tree.
do, if we got a lot of lives, have fun. We have a lot of interesting videos. That's what we do. So look, I don't have Gemma up. I'm finna say half the night, but taking the whole night. Miss Rose in the building. Glad to have you in here. So okay. So before we get out of here, I need everybody to know that this guy over, like, how come, like, you know what, Calvin, the guy with the bald head right there, is Calvin, so good gardener. Go check him out. Watch a video, see what he got off of on his channel. If he ain't for you, he ain't for you. Whoop. This is David Core with the crop. Both of these guys I'm talking to up here are from Texas. They are Texas gardeners. If you are in Texas or in a climate or grow zone similar to Texas, it could be cool to see how they make it in such a dry and hot area of gardening. I'm just saying, check them out. If not, no big whoop. No big whoop. This lady to the bottom is Gemma from Gem in the Garden. She gardens in London. If you ever wonder what it was like to garden in London, go check the channel out. If you garden in a really cold, rainy place, you might. I'm gonna take that back. You would definitely get some tips from Jim over there. It's just what it is.
Yes.
The best part of gardening is find people that are in a similar situation that you are gardening in, and you learn a little bit from them. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So those are those people, and I am Broke Farmer. I intertwine fruit tree, growing, soil, revital. I'm not even gonna say that big
Yeah,
word.
no, it's late. It's late.
Soil amending.
It's late.
I specialize in soil amending fruit trees, greenhouse growing, and I throw a couple jokes in there. I like to have fun when I garden. Gardening to me is a hobby. It's something I use to take my mind off the world, and I don't get too up or down about gardening. It's all about having a good time. And everybody that's in that comment section over there, that's our gardening community. Whether we on my channel, David's channel, So Good Gardening channel, or Gemma channel, it's just a gardening community. It's what it is. So before I go, is there anything y'all got to say?
I just want to say thank you for having me. I've really enjoyed the last couple of hours, and thank you everyone that's tuned in and commented and asked questions. It's been such a fun couple of hours, so thank you. And thank you, Broke, for inviting me on.
You are welcome anytime over here. And I've enjoyed myself. We had a wonderful conversation. I feel like I know so much about London gardening. I feel like I'm going to move over there and get me an allotment. I'm going to get 2 allotments right next to each other, and I'm going to grow a bunch of food. Look here, man. I almost missed Fresh and Fire Backyard Living in the building.
What's up, Fred?
Her and her husband were 2 of our guests a while back. Had a great time over there. Great time. Good to see y'all in the chat. Living Out Loud, the pod. Y'all running late. Y'all just got him. Living Out Loud, the podcast. Jones True. This community loves, shares, and educates and learn from each other. That is so true. I've enjoyed my time. I'm like that old uncle. Yeah, I'm about to go now, and 10 minutes later, I'm still talking. Look, I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate y'all.
Gemma.
Thank you, new subscribers. So some people came over there and checked out Country Hustle 101. And that's what it's all about, getting to know each other. Look, I'm gonna get out of here. I've enjoyed y'all. I love y'all. Y'all check out everybody. Y'all love and respect everybody like you respect yourself. Thank you.
David.
Hey, before we leave, can we come in for a big old group hug?
Oh,
Hey, come on. Jim, come on in, Jim.
Come on in here, Jim.
I'm gonna
Come
give
on
you.
in here. Come on in here. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
oh.
Boy,
Yeah.
Y'all,
That's what I'm talking about.
I feel all warm
Yeah.
and fuzzy inside. I feel all warm and fuzzy.
Hey,
Hey,
Jim, give me a
somebody's
video.
armpits was wet.
Give me a give me a video on them apple trees, Jim. I need that in my life. Okay.
I will do. I will do.
All right.
All right, y'all. Good night, everybody.
Good
Everyone.
night, y'all.